We reached our today destination, which is the city of Mártély. It is a small town in Csongrád vármegye. In the past, the name just used to be Csongrád megye. Why we are here? That is a good question. And if you want to know the answer, watch the video until the end. Here is the welcome. Köszöntjük Mártélyon. Welcome to Mártély. And under is the note, be careful because we're watching you. This means our brother townships. Verbensgainden, Alterhár, Germany. Nyárdremete, Romania. Oromhegyes, Serbia. And Detk, Hungary. I don't know where is Detk. Maybe we're gonna check out later on. Not today. Anyway, we're gonna go and check out what is in here on Mártély.
The city of Szeged is Hungary's third biggest city. Mártély, located about 20 minutes drive from Szeged on the Great Hungarian Plain, next to the Tisza River. It has a small population, likely less than 1,000 residents. In the past, it used to be a farming and fishing community, first mentioned in the medieval records, likely existed during the Árpád dynasty. Today, it is next to the dead Tisza. How the Tisza River became dead river? It did not. It is still a river, but in the past, almost every spring, and the snow melted in the mountain, it caused flood. They started regulated in around 1840-48. Basically, it straightened the river out by cutting the corners. Mártély, that river is one of these cutted off corners. It connects with a dam to the live river, and in spring they use it as a water storage to prevent flooding. This dead branch of the rivers, there are several of them, now popular for weekend houses, cottages, camping, fishing and swimming. I was a teenager when I came here at first. At that time, a majority of the cottages were owned by government-owned companies. Workers could book their vacation to spend one of these cottages. It was no any luxury here, but was way cheaper than Lake Balaton. I, as a teenager, booked a place in the camping. At that time, a lot of people was here every day. The place was full of life. Today, it's giving me a feeling this place, like any other small Hungarian city or village, is dying. Alright, let's take a short walk and look around.
For example, I know this for a fact, one of these cottages was owned by the city when I grew up in Mezőkovácsháza, but I'm not sure which one, somewhere here. Absolutely doesn't matter which one. So there is a gentleman fishing. Okay, let's turn around. One of them here. I think right now on the weekend a place is still packed. Today is Wednesday, so probably just people here who have a cottage. So for example, that cottage you can see with the white legs is standing high. I'm not sure how easy to see on the camera. I can see in my eye, hopefully it's on the camera too. It's built way because if this river, that river is filled up with water, water overflow, and if it's not standing on high legs, like that one is on high legs, it's damaging the buildings. So this one just minimal damage because just can damage the main floor, but the main floor is not blocked. It's just standing on cement legs. Everything valuable is upstairs, so, but the water is never gonna get that high. Only one problem, when a season comes, is need a big cleanup. This cottage is today very expensive. Never been cheap, but in the past not so many was able to own by private persons, owned by the government. People had a chance to buy a hobby garden here, and then when the communist system or socialist system turned into a bit democratic, they started to build a cottage on the hobby garden. First started like a shed for the tools, and then it ended up like this. Of course you have to get a permit for it, but if you have money, everything is possible. For example, this house is on this side. So a second one is just they building on, working on it. They were standing there in my time, so they just getting rebuilt. I'm going to try to walk too closer because the roof is an old type of Hungarian fisherman farm's roof. Is at that time in the past this used to be a fishing village, not for selling the fish, for living from it, like eating it, or maybe sell some of them in the close by city's marketplace. Never know. Here we go. So a roof is made by something like a bamboo. Very nice, very traditional. And the second one will be the same. So here is one. So this one is kind of, looks like no one owns it, but not that bad shape. Just no one take care of it. A big weed. Some note on the door, I'm not walking there. However, the next one, about 10 years ago, it still used to be a functioning restaurant and a store here. That end was a store, this end was a restaurant. I'm not sure which part, but look at the building, it's almost collapsed. No one, a question, a door somebody took, no door. I guess some people hijacking in high season, sleeping there. I wouldn't, but never know. Alkotóház, alkos, create, alkotóház, something like create, a creation of the house. From here is, for me, looks like a Airbnb or some motel, because like a townhouse is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unit, and is standing on leg, so if the water comes up, no damage, and on the hill for extra. So when this one has a door, so water comes up is a big problem. So this house name is Pihenőház, which is something like a house of relaxation. And under this signal of writing says üzemeltető, hódmezővásárhelyi Hódmezővásárhelyi megyei város önkormányzata. So it means something like this house owned by run the city hall of Hódmezővásárhelye. So probably I don't think they rent it out. I think whoever works it can book the place coming for the weekend. This one is partially rebuilt. The roof is getting shitty. Here we go, one of them. Panorama guest house, telephone, email, Panorama Mártély. So I'm pretty sure you can rent a room or all the house, and it's fairly nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not even a cottage. It's like a family house.
Yeah, very nice.
And this location, look at it, on the river,
The river.
waterfront. For example, this house is owned by the family. They use it for a cottage, but if you want, you can rent it out. They okay with it. So then here is the famous Hungarian Kurtos Kalacs. I have 2 videos about on it. Make sure you watch it, because nowhere in the world you can eat a chimney cake, just here. And actually this is the new finish. The top one, I never see the top one. It's just kind of hook up the children to eat it. So this is the other place, and used to be a restaurant in my teenager age, and the store in the other end. And this one was more famous than the other one on the other end. It was live music. And right now, that note on the window with the rack sign says, "Health hazard, you do not enter." And you don't need to wonder why. You can see the roof titles falling down. And that is a ceramic. So that one is hit your head. That is a big problem. Here is the cement plus steel exist. It was a garden place with tables and umbrellas, and it was always packed. People was waiting to somebody leaving to get sit. And right now is a building which is a value. A building is worth nothing but the place value of in my best estimate, millions.
This place used to be a hub of the community. I remember the music, the dancing. It is a stark contrast to the science today. The story of this building reflects the story of many Hungarian villages, a vibrant past facing an uncertain future.
So I tried to ask a gentleman who owned. He said he doesn't know, which is I not believe it. He didn't want to say. Yeah, he didn't know anything. But it's kind of say nothing, and it's not going to hurt you. Here we go. Here is the other guest house. Hullámtér. Hullámtér. Hullám is a wave, a tér, a place. So this is rent it out. Book. And this is fairly big too. A nice location. There is the beach. The beach is the end of middle of the week, nice and clean.
I have to say goodbye for the Mártély's beach. I will take you with our next video to downtown Mártély. If you wanna go, what is happening there, please come back. Thank you for watching, and see you downtown Mártély.
Hungariot and his wife is the global Canadian couple. They are exploring the world. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and share. Want to join their next journey? Hit the bell so you never miss an update.